Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Okay. Is my voice carrying?
Yes.
Yes? All right.
Maybe you need a mic.
Yes, I need a mic.
Yeah.
Can someone help me with it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. I was wondering where the mic was, and I was thinking that it could be around so it will catch my voice. I can hear it now. I hope I'm not too loud now.
No.
All right. Okay, I'm here today. Thank you very much to all those who are responsible to have me come up and share a little bit of my world with you. Phenomenal, yes, we are all phenomenal, women, men. We only have to believe in that. So I hope from today, after the wonderful session we just had, I think all of us, all women and men, let's start believing in ourselves. You know, we talk about it a lot, but we don't end up actually believing in ourselves. Am I right? Yes? No? No.
Yes.
Just now you heard that I'm visually impaired, so if you just shake your heads and smile, it's not going to work. You need to be a little more audio with me. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. There's so much energy. The Urja has just, I think, got into you, so don't let it slip away. Let's keep it with us. So quickly, I'm going to share a little bit of my story and my experiences so that, well, we can all take back something. I was discovered blind at 6 years. When I was 6 years old, my parents discovered it. And from then on, started the challenges and failures. We've been talking about failures, we've been talking about fear. It goes hand in hand with everybody, but when you cannot see, it becomes a little bit more challenging. So that was my first challenge. Next came, I was chucked out of school. I was thrown out of school in class 8, right here in Delhi, Loreto Convent, because I was blind. That was the only reason I was not allowed to go to a regular school. After that, I was put to learn to music, and I really put all my efforts into that. And then after 8 years of almost 8 hours of practicing sitar, I was a very good exponent of, I was playing very well, but I was told by my teachers that I would never become a performing artist. So that went again down the drain. I had to give that up because I only wanted to do something that would really get me my place in society. Because already being ridiculed by my peers, my friends, society had thrown me out, but I had wonderful parents. That's one of the reasons I'm standing here in front of you today. I always like to say, I always take back these applause. I wish they were here, they could have come here, but I always take back this salute to them. My family has been a great support. From there on, then I decided, well, if this is not going to be a career, so I would like to get married and be a homemaker. Nobody wanted to marry me. Mishti just spoke about it. We all want not only looking good, but everything should be perfect in a woman. Men can get away with a few, defects. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So, but women cannot. We can't get away with defects. But I did not take that as a no. Ultimately, I did find somebody who did marry me. But within a few hours of this marriage, I discovered that it was just a wrong call. And my struggle started again. I married the wrong man. The man had married me for different purposes. And before I could get out of that trauma, it was 5 years. It took me 5 years to get out of that trauma. We don't want to go into details. But I was a mother of 2 children. So I had not only me, I had 2 children that I had to take care of. And I decided that there were only 2 things I could do. One, I could jump off the building or just die, find a way to die. And the second was to get up and find a life of dignity for myself so that my children can grow up with honor and pride that they are my children. So I was not brave enough to go and die. It takes a lot of courage, to kill yourself. It's not easy. Let me assure you that. Because I thought of various ideas, none of them were very I wasn't happy with any of them. So I thought, let me do the other thing. So I started thinking, and ultimately I forced Mrs. Veena Merchant. I thought that I really thought of becoming a housemaid, but people were not even willing to do that because of blind housemaid. You can imagine. How many of you would like to risk your cutlery, your crockery with me? You know, although I do dishes very well, I normally don't break anything. But it was very difficult. Finally, I decided to take up aerobics as a career and become an entrepreneur because nobody would give me a job as I was only class 10. I could only do class 10. So nobody would give me a job, so I forced Mrs. Veena Merchant. I don't know how many of you remember Keep Fit show that used to come on Doordarshan. You do? Yes. So I kind of forced Mrs. Merchant. She only wanted to get rid of me, that's why she said yes, but finally, because I was just sitting there, and I managed to become an aerobic instructor, and I started running my own classes. That was one of my, the first time I became an entrepreneur. I ran classes, then from there the money, aerobic classes, it's not a permanent business unless I could have taken it further, but there were a lot of other factors, which again I would not have the time to go through the details. I had to close down classes, so then I started working as a volunteer with Blind School, the National Association for the Blind. Later on, which developed into a full-time job. I started doing workshops, awareness building workshops in schools, in colleges. So yes, I was getting invited to organizations, corporations. I became a corporate trainer. Along the line, I started, because the money wasn't coming in so much, so then with my job at the National Association for the Blind, I found somebody, a friend of ours, who had a marketing agency selling pickles. So I said, will you give me a job? He said, no, you are not qualified. So I said, okay, will you give me the pickle bottles? He said, okay. So I started selling door-to-door pickles, going to kitty parties and doing all sorts of fancy things to sell my pickle bottles, and then the sales of which actually won me the same company's marketing and sales manager's job. So that was and let me remind you once again that when you are a woman, we all understand it is disability number one. When you're a blind woman, it gets doublefold. But anyhow, I was adamant that I have chosen the path of living with dignity, and I would do that. And then slowly from there, this person wanted me to come on board, and entrepreneurship was always on my mind. It was always a dream, and so I put in money. I borrowed money from the Delhi Financing Corporation, put in money, and I was cheated out of it. So that went my second attempt at entrepreneurship. Coming back, I came back into, again, the working world, and I worked along. And alongside, I was helping other people with disabilities, women, counseling, because out of my own life experiences, I learned so much. And then I also was fighting for my divorce. It took me 11 years, but ultimately I succeeded. And then in the process, I remarried.
Oh, that's
Yeah. Yes, because if one man is bad, it doesn't mean all of these guys And I was adamant to have a life partner, and somebody who could mentally and emotionally, as well as match, be my friend. And I found him. And fantastic. And everybody told me, discouraged me again that what are you doing? The first marriage gave you 2 children. The next one is going to give you more. I said, okay, that we'll see. And if he doesn't turn out to be good, I'll chuck him also. Practice makes you perfect. Okay. And from there quickly, I don't want to take all day. And in the process, then I had a dream. I had a dream to be working, literally teaching, leading, telling everybody, sharing my story with everybody that please do not take what comes on your plate. It's all out there. Opportunities are shining out there. They're lying in front of you. Just wake up and take them. You have it all there. Let's not blame the society. Let's not blame people. Let's not blame we are women. Let's not blame anything. All you need to do is get up and go. So this thing was in my heart. So I launched, formally launched. Informally, I was doing whatever I could. But I formally launched Silver Linings Trust in 2006. But to sustain that trust, again, it was not a good idea to go and raise money for it. I was working with Dr. Shroff's Charity Eye Hospital at the moment, at that time. So I started doing corporate trainings to fund my philanthropy. But it was not enough because it was only I, me and myself, and I was just torn between my job, my philanthropy as well as my corporate trainings. And one fine day, my brother said that let's do something on our own, and I just immediately resigned my job, and we launched Silver Lining Synergies. That is in 2010. And now, this is almost 3 years old. Of course, this is a struggling new venture, but I'm very proud to share with all of you that I have a team of 11 people, and we only employ women because women are simply phenomenal. Two of my girls are here with me. They're extremely wonderful. I'm really so happy to say that this organization is going to be, I hope it becomes global and we have majority of women. Let me not turn out the men because I need them too. And they have been some wonderful gentlemen who have been supporting me all along, and I hope they continue to support me. And I'm going to just finish here, but I would like a few, if you, anyone of you would like to ask me anything, please, you're most welcome. Any questions?
Yes.
Yes? Tell me. Yep.
Preeti, it's lovely to hear your story. We didn't hear it last time when we felicitated you at Vicky Ladies.
Yes.
I'm so proud to be here and happy to be here. And
Thank you.
I can only say disability is not inability, and you proved that. Reminds me of Khalid, who says, "Ranj se khungar hua, insaan to mit jata hai gam. मुश्किलें इतनी पड़ी मुझ पे कि आसान हो गई."
बिल्कुल.
So that's the case with you. Loosely, simply translated just means that I face so many difficulties in life that they are no longer difficulties, they become an easy path.
Absolutely. Thank you so
Always
much.
there for you if you need any help or if we could pitch in.
I'm always there for taking that help. Thank you very much. And I'm just going to finish with one shade that my father always used to walk around the house and say, and which is at the core of Silver Linings and at the core of my heart, is खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से खुद पूछे बता तेरी रज़ा है.